The Fox and the Grapes. Once upon a time, in a lush vineyard nestled between rolling hills, there lived a clever and cunning fox named Felix. Felix was known throughout the forest for his sly ways and his knack for getting what he wanted. One sunny day, as he trotted through the woods, the tantalizing aroma of ripe grapes wafted through the air and reached his keen nose. Driven by curiosity and the desire for a sweet treat, Felix followed the enticing scent until he reached the edge of a magnificent vineyard. Rows upon rows of grapevines stretched out before him, laden with plump, juicy grapes of every color imaginable. The fox's eyes gleamed with delight at the sight. Unable to resist the allure of the grapes, Felix approached the vines and eyed the clusters hanging just out of his reach. Undeterred, he stood on his hind legs, extending his body as far as he could. But the grapes remained elusive. Frustration gnawed at him, yet he was determined not to be defeated. "I must find a way to taste those delicious grapes," Felix mused, his mind already working on a plan. He circled the vineyard, observing every angle and assessing his options. After a few moments of contemplation, a mischievous grin spread across his face as an idea took shape. Deciding to employ his wit, Felix began to speak aloud, as if engaging in a conversation with himself. "Oh, what a splendid day to enjoy some succulent grapes. I'm sure they are the sweetest grapes in the entire forest. Perhaps even too sweet for a humble fox like me." As Felix continued his self-directed monologue, a curious farmer named Oscar, who tended to the vineyard, overheard the fox's words. Intrigued, Oscar approached Felix, who maintained his innocent act. "Why, hello there, dear fox. Did I hear you mention my grapes?" inquired Oscar, a twinkle of suspicion in his eyes. "Oh, indeed," replied Felix with feigned innocence. "I was just admiring the beauty of your vineyard, and couldn't help but wonder if the grapes are as delicious as they appear." A smile crossed Oscar's face as he took pride in his bountiful harvest. "Well, I can assure you, good Sir Fox, that these grapes are the finest in the forest. Sweet and succulent indeed." Felix, seizing the opportunity, continued his ruse. "Ah, I'm sure they are. But you see, I've heard tales that only the most worthy creatures are allowed to taste such exquisite grapes. I wouldn't want to impose." The farmer, flattered by the compliment to his grapes, considered the fox's words. "Well, my friend, if you truly appreciate the artistry of these grapes, I suppose you might be deserving of a taste. Follow me." Oscar led Felix to a particularly ripe vine, plucked a cluster of grapes, and handed them to the fox. Felix, savoring his victory, thanked the farmer and began to enjoy the luscious fruits. The sweet taste filled his mouth, and he couldn't help but revel in his cleverness. Little did Felix know, as he indulged in the stolen grapes, that the story of the fox and the grapes would spread throughout the forest. Animals far and wide marveled at the cunning fox, who had outsmarted the farmer to savor the prized grapes. The tale became a cautionary one, shared in hushed whispers among the creatures of the woods. And so, the fox and the grapes became a legendary fable, a testament to wit and craftiness. As for Felix, he continued his cunning ways, always staying one step ahead and leaving a trail of stories in his wake. Thanks a bunch for sharing this famous children's fable with us. We had a blast, and we hope you did too. Remember to give that like button a friendly tap, and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on more classical English children's fables and giggles. Can't wait to see you again soon for another round of Storytime fun.